RDU 98.5. How are you going this morning? We have another audio antiquing. Now, today's is actually quite a special one. We have the one and only Mikey Havoc from the band Push Push, very iconic. Now, we are going over the AudioCulture article written by Gavin Bertram, literally just titled Push Push. If you go back in the archives, it's from the 23rd of May 2013. Now, obviously, Mikey already knows everything in terms of the ins and outs of his own band, but we're going to give the little wee intro that they've written here and then we'll smash into it. From the moment the hyper, hairy, hallucinogenic video for Push Push's Trippin' first appeared on New Zealand television, the single was bound for glory. The noisy Auckland rock act's debut single spent 6 weeks at the top of the NZ singles charts through May and April 1991. I stumbled there. And at a time when local music struggled to be noticed. So who could ignore Push Push's youthful colour and energy, Chris and Tim's Trippin' video, and the simple immediacy of the songs with its I was tripping out on you refrain? How does that feel to listen back to, Mikey?
It's actually really nice. It's actually quite wonderful.
Yeah.
It's funny, like listening to it years down the track. If I'd read that back at the time, I would have been like sort of self-depreciating, picking holes in it, and trying to understand what did he mean by that. Well, what's everyone going to think about that? But man, it's like it's hard because we were doing the moment, but it was a moment, you know, like and it was a thing, and it was and you know, like he touches on it there too, that you know, it was what we did was we just essentially, the band, I suppose, just grew up, you know, like trying to emulate the bands that we're into, you know, like and stuff. And then but you know, like the last night I was at a friend's house watching the Shane Carter documentary, you know, and telling him that, and he's loved Flying Nun since he was born, and I'm like, we weren't into Flying Nun at all, or New Zealand bands. I don't think there was probably a New Zealand band that we really were that into, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
and when we would play places, people go, "Well, you guys are really good for a New Zealand band," and no, but that's what people used to say. Like that was a like common thing for people to say, and so, and you know, to know that people thought about it. It's accurate. It's an accurate description, you know. It was 6 weeks at number one, and it was and we were loud and hyper, and you know, and we just seized the moment, I suppose. But you know, we were serious. We were serious about it, but we were serious about trying to make as much fun as we could as well. And like I can't. I look back at it now and I go, so let me just get this right. So I left school, worked in a record shop, and then my band got really big.
Yeah.
And I toured around with my band. Is that what happened? Is that really what happened?
That is really what happened. That wasn't a dream.
Yeah. That was, yeah. But you know, it's just like, So it's really wonderful, and to be, with the benefit of hindsight now, to see how you really understand that it's the people who really love our stuff that we did then, or the, you know, that was a time in their lives that they were having a great time. And so we get to be the ambassadors of that moment in time for them, and that's an incredible privilege, and it's really, really cool, man. It's just like, you know, that we made that much of an impression is even great, whether we did well or not. Yeah, it's like, because we're only just a bunch of dicks from the North Shore, just like trying to do the best we could.
No, 100%. But you completely succeeded, and I think as well within that you've created almost a nostalgic moment in time, so that anybody who would have been massive fans of you back then, if they listen to you, if someone just played it right now, they're going to teleport back in time. Their hair's just going to magically grow to 8 feet.
Well, we've all got songs like that, that just sort of, that'll wrap a warm blanket of awe around, you know, like. And it's cool. It's cool if that's how people want to remember that time and in their lives, and those moments, and to put us in the mix is awesome. It's awesome.
Of course. Why wouldn't they put you in the mix?
No, I know, you know. And then so, you know, and so we've just come back from doing these. We've just done 4 shows in the North Island.
Wow.
Just recently to support our new EP, and the love, man. It was just like, Bex, the love. You wouldn't believe. It was almost overwhelming. Like at some points, you know, it's just like, just at some moments, I was going, really? Does everyone still think that? Wow, this is so. These songs don't sound dumb. we're playing them really well, and everyone's really loving them, and like really, really loving them. And it was cool. It was so cool. It's just
It
it,
would
it,
be
it,
cool.
it just felt exactly the same as when we were doing it back then.
Yep.
Apart from my knees a bit also sore.
Yeah.
My knees didn't. That's the only thing. My voice was sweet. Everything else was sweet. I
Just not the
didn't have a heart
knees.
attack or anything. But the knees definitely came out with an amber alert
Oh
afterwards.
yeah, they said medic.
Because I was rocking so hard.
Because it's a legend. No, but that's epic though, because I think as well, like what you're discussing there is actually the timelessness of what you guys have created. Truly, it doesn't matter if you guys are going to be 90 in wheelchairs and lycra. It's just going to like absolutely pop.
Yeah, isn't that so cool? And that's not something that you really consider at the time. Because at the time you're just going, you're sort of going, are we one day you wake up and you're so cocksure of yourself that you think we're going to be the biggest band in the world. The next day it's like, oh, we're probably going to break up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's so accurate.
The turbulent roller coaster of a working band, But yeah, it's I don't know. You just don't think. I've always thought though that if you get them, if you get in the lift and you can hear a song and it's just like that, like music sort of thing. And that if you've written a good song, you should be able to imagine that song being played in a lift in 40 years' time.
Yes.
And still you're still sitting there going, oh, it's a great song.
Yeah. You're tapping the feet, you're like, oh, God, yeah.
You had like Nirvana or something like that. You'd be the lift happening.
Yeah,
it's a great song. I really like the fact, because we've written new songs as well that we've just released, and I really like that I've really got a huge appreciation for not just for us, but for anyone who can write a song, and that we wrote songs back then that were good enough to put on an album. What? And then and some of them are like just sublimely good. Some of the just some little bits and some of them, and then to be able to write songs that don't sound like they were from the olden days now when we play them, and and still be able to, that's cool, man. All that sort of stuff. That's so just so cool. It's like, I wouldn't change a second of it.
Good.
If I go back and do it again, just like not a second, not one single thing. Right?
And that's how you know you're in it for 100% the right reasons.
Yeah,
you do it for the love of it.
Like like we broke up because we just basically our fuses burnt with each other, and at one stage there, and that sort of sucked because one stage we weren't even in the same room together for 20 years.
Yeah,
all five of us were in the same room for 20 years. But then when we did, it was just like magic. Felt like we're 18 again. Yeah. It was magic. Yeah.
Magic, mystery, push. 20 years.
Reunited.
It's the anniversary, bitch. No,
exactly.
It's amazing. Because I actually there was just a funny part in here that I thought was really funny, and you probably do remember saying this, but a quote that you have said is, I don't regret teasing our hair and wearing lycra because at the time we were the only ones doing it, Havoc told Rip It Up in 1992. But since then I've found that I enjoy all sorts of musics, but I really enjoy a few bands and I want to keep discovering new ones. Yeah,
that's so like I say, when I left school I went to work at a record shop, and I was pretty solid down the guts heavy metal when I was at school and stuff in that age, and then when I went to work in this record, and then suddenly, yes, we had to listen to Eric Clapton Crossroads every Thursday night, but then at the same time, what is that? What is that playing on the video? What's that? Who's Public Enemy? What? And I suddenly just got so exposed to this whole other world of I love it. I've always loved that side of it, And I know that when we were doing the whole teasing the hair thing, and that we're just copying Motley Crue or whoever the thing, because they were doing it.
100%.
So what? Why can't it's working for them? So maybe we should give it a go. We'll do our version of that,
Yeah.
And then there were points where it felt ridiculous, and the other points where it was just like it kind of was just what it was, It's like we're those guys, So it's and what.
But it's also super unique because I guess like within New Zealand, like
Yeah,
we've had
here
all
it
these
was.
different
Yeah, over
things.
here.
Yeah.
Like I remember playing a gig like something like with it was actually with the Christchurch band called Fat Silly, and it was up in Auckland with another couple of really quite heavy bands,
Yep.
and we were playing as well, and we were really glam at that stage, and we did this song, it's some cover song we did, it was terrible, and I just like, and in the middle of it, I let off this confetti cannon, and it's pop, and just like this guy in the front row, just like in a Black Sabbath t-shirt or something like that, this confetti on just flutters down on him. He just looks so angry. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he was not in the glam frame of mind, you know.
Yep.
But we pressed on,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was good fun.
But that's what you do.
We
You
got
have to, you've got to carve your own path within it, or else it just molds into
own
everything
it,
else.
own
You've
it.
got to
Yes,
own
yes,
that,
exactly.
100%. But I mean,
Own it. Own your mum's tights.
exactly.
You know? Yeah.
That's amazing. Are you? Is this a Mikey Havoc truth? You wore your mum's tights.
That's not a truth, no.
Oh.
But they look like they definitely look like those aren't your pants. Those are your mum's pants. Is what they look like.
Those ain't yours. I know that much.
No.
Oh my goodness. Well, no, just to because oh my gosh, we've been chatting for a wee hot minute now, which is fantastic.
Yeah, well,
But just
what happened with broadcasters?
yeah, God,
Yeah.
I hate them.
Jabberjaws.
Jammer jaws. No, just as a final thing, I just would like to say as a final question for you, what has been a couple like very memorable moments for you throughout the career, throughout the 20-year break and everything? Just what have been the like special moments for you?
I think like when it all sort of when the like right you know over the whole period, like am I picking is it
Yeah,
so
pick whatever you want.
so when I was working in a record shop in Auckland City when we went number one, and that was really cool because it was like everyone at the end we got accused of rigging the charts and everything. I was sitting going, no, we're actually selling them. Actually, people are buying them. You know, so, and just and watch and yeah, like what do you mean our debut single went to number one?
Yeah,
That's you know like that we weren't. You know, we weren't sure anyone was going to buy it, little and that, and that was really cool. It was cool to yeah, that I guess like so we back then we opened for Poison, Skid Row, and Alice Cooper, and stuff like you know like shit like that. Just like what we did, yeah. Like at once I think sort of Poison, and Alice Cooper we could barely play. You know, it's like and you know we idolized those guys. You know, Skid Row, shit like that. It's just like that was so cool to be. And it's really it's that's why I'm a big believer that every international show that we have over here should have a local support act.
yeah,
Because even just for their own confidence, you know, just because it just says, you know, you are good enough and something. So that's amazing. That was amazing. And then the whole number one and getting to record an album in a recording studio was really cool.
yeah,
And the you know, we had loads of fun touring. We toured our asses off. I think probably like particular, this end of the timeline when we played at Double Whammy a couple of weeks ago, and we played Trippin'. When Trippin' got to that part of the set, like I say, the love was I almost sort of had to take a seat. I was just like, I sort of turned around to film everybody in the crowd, and it was just so full on, and so much. Just I don't know, just something about it was just really beautiful, and that the town that we sort of started in so many years ago, and then and everyone just still so behind us, and it's you know, I don't that's what I say I wouldn't change this thing because there's just so many, you know, like doing gigs at the power station where we get 900 people, 5 bands for $5, you know, and their 5 bands have never released anything, but who get 900 people and everyone would be having it'd be a thing, you know, like that was amazing, you know, probably yeah. ACDC playing with ACDC, 45,000 people. That was mental. Yeah, that was mental. And yeah. Just I just like we, you know, I've led a very lucky and fortunate life. You know, we've done amazing things, and a lot of that has been band related. You know, and it's kind of I kind of feel, I suppose because I'm me really, but but I feel like, say the band and the TV and the radio and the blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff, sort of all is the same thing, sort of in a weird way.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, but there's definitely a brotherhood that we have with the 5 guys in Push Push. You know, like we were going to do those gigs that we just finished, and then that was going to be it. But now we're coming to Christchurch as well.
Yes!
Yes, and now after that, now we're starting to talk about the months after that.
Yeah.
And then the months after, and the gigs after that. So that's, which is quite funny, because like I never in 100 years thought that we'd be playing like as well as we are at the moment, and with so much enthusiasm from people, And so I'm looking forward to that go live thing. It'll be cool.
That is going to be, I think it's going to be absolutely mental.
Where do they have it? Where's the venue?
It should be the town hall, because my band played that
awesome.
a couple years ago and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be mental.
Yeah. You guys are going to rip. I know it.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, and I love the idea too of playing to a whole bunch of people that don't already know us, might not know us at all.
Yeah, it's more fun.
Yeah, it's really, I really like doing that. And because there'll be a sprinkling of diehards.
Yeah,
throughout the group,
of course.
sort of who are there for who you can rely on, and they can just seed the room, as it were.
Yeah,
I know I'm overthinking it.
Nah, you've been a realist.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your time today, Mikey. This has been such an incredible chat.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
Oh, and I really hope.
Thank you, AudioCulture.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Renee. Oh, no, but yeah, genuinely, thank you so much for your time. It was really fun, kind of just reminiscing and chatting about all things Push Push, and just what a fabulous career you guys have had. So well deserved.
With that one album that we've released.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, banger.
Yeah, and the new one, and the new
one. Don't discredit that.
Yeah. Banger as well. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mikey. Really, really appreciate it.
Cool. Pleasure.
RDU 98.5. That has been another audio antiquing, and to be fair, I think this has been my favourite one to date. Having a great chat with Mikey Havoc. Having a great chat with Mikey Havoc from Push Push, talking about the Push Push AudioCulture article that actually came out back in 2013. So it's 13 years old, but feel free to go back in time and love it. And if you are a local Cantabrian, if you're down here in Ototahi, get your tickets for Go Live Festival so you can mosh at the front with me. But as always, was so much fun, and I'll catch you guys next week.